Welcome back to another video on DC Future States, and today we're checking out the Teen Titans issue number 1, and this issue has been hyped up, alright? Because this issue sees the return of Red X, which is a big deal, and I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty excited about that heading into this issue, and that is cool and all, but there's also some really interesting story here. It's actually a really great issue that I think you guys will enjoy. So, if you guys are ready, let's dive into this issue. We begin on the Titans Island in New York. The whole island and tower is in ruins. Nightwing and Red Arrow walk up to the graves of their fallen friends. Dick gives Amico 2 minutes to mourn. Then they need to head back to work. Amico cries by the grave of Wallace West, the Kid Flash. Nightwing walks through the ruins and finds the mask of Red X. We shift to years ago. The Teen Titans are throwing a party for Dick Grayson's birthday. Dick finds the Red X mask at the party. He tells Starfire that he hasn't seen the Red X mask in a long time. Starfire says it wasn't her who brought it. It was some of the Titans Academy's students. They admire the story of Red X. Dick is proud of what the Teen Titans are doing. They're doing very well. Starfire apologizes for not getting him a present. She'll give him something later to make up for that. Nightwing and Starfire are a couple at this time. We shift back to the present. Nightwing and Red Arrow find an H-dial in the ruins. Nightwing wants to turn it on, but that's when Nightwing and Red Arrow are called by Starfire. She says, "They're back." Nightwing responds, "Already?" We shift to Starfire, Johnny, and Jakeem Thunder, trying to figure out how to deal with what they recently found. They found Beast Boy and Cyborg, which are now Cybeast. They're combined. We shift back to the past again and see Starfire and Beast Boy about to teach a class of students. They are waiting on Cyborg. Cyborg arrives. He teaches the kids the lesson of trust. Beast Boy and Cyborg both team up in teaching this lesson. They've fought side and side for a long time. Cyborg and Beast Boy are not just partners, they are friends. They irritate each other but eventually smile. Together, always. We shift to Nightwing and Red Arrow talking to Starfire on their way back to the Titans' hideouts. Starfire says they need to do something about Cybeast. Nightwing says they have to begin being reckless and take risks. Starfire mentions that Dick is sounding a lot like Bruce. Dick asks Starfire where Rachel is. Starfire says Rachel is busy. Nightwing continues to talk, but Starfire eventually hangs up on him. Amico thinks that was a good idea, a good decision, because Nightwing was not being nice on the call. Amico makes it into the Titans' hideouts. Starfire explains to the Titans that she thinks Cybeast came back to deliver a message. Starfire gives each group member a job. Their goal is to reestablish communication with Shazam's field team. Amico mentions to Starfire that she found the H-dial. Starfire sends the Titans off. Starfire finds Nightwing in the shadows. Nightwing asks Starfire why she didn't tell the Titans about the H-dial. Amico mentioned it, but Starfire didn't put in the plan. Starfire says the H-dial isn't a part of the plan anymore. There's a new plan. Nightwing questions what she's doing. Starfire says she doesn't care. She doesn't answer to Nightwing. She walks away. We shift to the Titans fighting off against a Hydra dragon. Raven says, "Here we go." Raven gets control of the Hydra. She says, "Equitas, Egoth, Dominion." She then sees everything around her turn to dust. She screams, "Oh, wait, no, not yet." She wakes up from meditation. Raven says, "I don't know what happens." A man in a cell says, "Then you weren't paying attention." Raven said she saw everything. The man goes on to say she wasn't prepared. She's not ready. She should come back when she's ready. Raven says, "This isn't about me being ready. You think I shouldn't do it. Am I right?" The man laughs and says, "You caught me, so to speak." The man changes his mind. He thinks Raven should carry on with her plan, just not with him. He's screwed up too. Raven says, "Yeah, well, that's why you're never getting out of here." Raven says she appreciates the man's help, but she has to do the rest of her plan alone. The man says, "I want to make things right, Miss Raven." Raven then senses Psybeast. She says, "They're awake." We shift to Psybeast, joking with Amiko. Beast Boy is joking around, Cyborg is serious, one body, two different personalities. Beast Boy tells Starfire they got the spear. Amiko asks, "The Spear of Destiny? That is what this big covert mission was all about?" Beast Boy says, "It's about ending the apocalypse and saving our friends." Starfire is surprised that Psybeast found the spear so fast. Nightwing says, "Nice work." Beast Boy says, "What can I say? I'm a machine." Cyborg says, "I'm a beast." Psybeast says, "You get the idea." Amiko says the spear won't destroy the 4 riders of Apocalypse. Raven walks in. She agrees with Amiko, but she says the spear is supposed to get the 4 riders of Apocalypse in a place that the Titans can make their last stand. The plan is working. The 4 riders of Apocalypse have converged on Shazam's field team. Raven says, "It's time." We shift to Shazam and the Titans fighting off against the 4 riders. The spear isn't slowing them down. We shift to the past again. A student of the Titans Academy is wearing the Red X costume. He's standing off against the Teen Titans. The Titans are trying to calm down the situation. Red X thinks they are going to kill a student of the Titans Academy. Red X tells Nightwing the true meaning of the mask. Red X is protecting one of his fellow students in a shiny cocoon. Nightwing and Montez use the H-Dial to subdue Red X. They accidentally destroy the cocoon. The Titans made a huge mistake that day. Nightwing remembers. He walks into a dark room, and he sees the same man that Raven was talking to in the dark cell. Nightwing says, "The Red X mask is more yours than mine now anyway." Red X says, "Is this some kind of second chance?" Nightwing responds, "Not for you, for me. I failed you." Nightwing opens the cell. The man says, "Don't flatter yourself. I deserve everything that's coming to me." Nightwing gets out a mask and puts it on, and he says, "Does Rachel? We're not gonna let her take this on by herself. You're right about that mask. I worried to make a point that the Titans are dead. We've tried so many times to reassemble, fix what's broken, start again. But in the end, all we ever do is make a bigger mess of it. And Starfire's about to do it again. The Titans are dead, and I'm tired and ready to win one, no matter what it takes." We see Nightwing side by side with Red X. He has the Deathstroke mask on now. These 2 people, Nightwing and Red X, will save the Titans. They'll save the world. But at what cost? And that's how we end Future State's Teen Titans #1. So that was Future State's Teen Titans #1. And guys, this issue was amazing. I really loved it. It was probably one of the best Future State issues to me. I really enjoyed it. First off, the artwork by Hoffa Sandoval is just phenomenal. Like guys, I always loved Hoffa Sandoval's work on The Flash and other series. It's just such clean work. Like his line work is really good. How he draws characters' facial expressions looks really good. And he knows how to differentiate the past and the present. Like in this issue, we see scenes in the present, which is very dark and gloomy, and Hoffa Sandoval sets that tone. He really gets you invested in this world, this future. Now, in the past, we see it's more hopeful, nice, and Hoffa Sandoval still sells that past. He really shows that, wow, things have changed. and he does a great job there. So yeah, the artwork is just outstanding throughout, but the book wouldn't be great if the artwork was the only thing going for it, right? Well, good news, the writing is on point. Tim Sheridan was actually one of the ones involved with the Superman Man of Tomorrow movie. He did a good job there, and going into this issue, he hasn't really written a lot of comics, but he's been in DC Comics for a while, doing movies and other projects. So I was skeptical, but excited, and he delivered a very awesome issue, because guys, in this issue, you see a lot of like setting change, alright, between the past and present, and I think it's very genius, alright? I really like how he did it, because one thing I didn't like about the Flash Future State issue is, yes, you have, oh, it's dark, and it's actually kind of similar to the story in this issue with the 4 Riders of Apocalypse, but in the Flash issue, it was just dark throughout. There was no levity, right? There was no humor, nothing. But in this issue, Tim Sheridan manages to like balance the humor, the levity, the darkness, the gloominess, all in one, and create some really good drama, and it's done so well. And adding in like the past, seeing the hopeful time of the Teen Titans, and seeing like the Titans Academy forming was really good. And something else great out of that was seeing Beast Boy and Cyborg interact. Like, that's something great about this issue. I get a lot of nostalgia vibes to the original Teen Titans animated show. Like, guys, seeing Beast Boy and Cyborg interact, we haven't seen that in so long. Like, when was the last time we saw that? Like, it's been so long. And then Raven fighting off against like a Hydra dragon and saying like Azeroth, Mentio, Synthos. I may just pronounce that wrong. But still, she says her iconic line. And she's just, it's awesome. Like, Raven's done so well here. And the revelation that Cyborg and Beast Boy are combined, I thought it was actually done well. I was a little skeptical at first. I was like, yeah, it's kind of weird. But how they did it, and now Beast Boy and Cyborg kind of bounced off each other, like their dialogue, was really well written. I liked it. Now, Starfire had an interesting role, being like the new Teen Titans leader. I like that. But Nightwing was the most interesting, alright? I'm very intrigued about Nightwing, because he's just kind of done with the world. He's reckless, he has a Deathstroke mask on, he's different. And to see like a flashback to like a Nightwing party, like a party for Dick Grayson, and see like the difference between himself back then and himself now, it's really cool. And the ending where he releases Red X, that was just really cool. Like, that one splash image by Hava Sandoval, that's gonna be my memory for a while. It looks super dope, and I really like it. But Red X was done well in this issue as well. Seeing as it's tied to like the Titans Academy, we don't know who is Red X yet, but I don't think this will be like a huge character, like, oh my gosh, it's a big reveal. No, I think it'll actually be a developed new character, which that actually may prove to be very well done. Because so far, it's proven to be really cool. I like how this new character, Red X, like, Red X has been in the comics before in the Teen Titans animated show, but this new character being the mask and the costume, being like, Dick Grayson, you don't know what the Red X mask means. And by the end of the issue, Nightwing actually accepts that. And he's like, the Teen Titans are dead. I agree with you. And he pretty much teams up with Red X, the person he screwed. And Red X isn't really a villain. He just got screwed and had a different perspective than the Teen Titans. He's not evil. So it's very interesting, like the drama and the motivations and the background of all these characters, including Red X, is explored very well. But there's still enough questions that could be answered in upcoming issues. So I'm excited for the next issue. This issue is a lot of setup, but it's done well. And I'm just hyped, guys. I haven't been this hyped for a Teen Titans comic in a while. So yeah, I'm gonna give this issue an 8.7 out of 10. I recommend it. If you're a Teen Titans fan, check it out. You don't want to miss out on this. And yeah, if you want to see Red X, like, come on, check it out. It has Hava Sandoval on artwork. You can't go wrong with that. But yeah, guys, tell me your thoughts on this issue down below. Would you rate it from 1 to 10? And if you like the video, get a big thumbs up. New to the channel, make sure to subscribe with the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next Future States Teen Titans video. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.